Okay, y'all, so we finna talk about Sistas episode 18, the one that just came out yesterday. So Karen should have never let Pam have access to her business card, and after the first time she found out that she was using her business card for her business and not on the shop, she should have just took it away. Now, I agree that Sabrina should do the interview, but she need to check him out to make sure this is a reliable source. Because it's giving he want a date. Now, Tony, Danny's boyfriend, ex-wife, coming into town, popping up at her house, talking about her daughter got a vape pen from her house. Now, this is the second item that girl done stole from Danny. Like, I feel like there needs to be a bigger conversation. But the ex-wife needs to let Tony go. From what they've showed us, Tony don't seem like he's leading her on, but it also doesn't seem like he's giving real boundaries. And Danny took me out with the waiting to exhale. And I will also let Tony know this is her agenda. So are you going to allow her to break that in between our relationship, or what are we going to do? Now, I wish Andy would stop crying and get in the field. Get in the field. All these resources you got and you in there crying. And Gary met his match with that girl. She not playing with him. Now, Karen calling Zach and telling Zach to bring Fatima, I don't trust it. I really don't trust it. But it was a good, olive branch, I guess you could say. And Danny was in that office speaking all facts to Tony. Your kids be stealing. They need to stop stealing. And then you popped up on her the first time, so she didn't have time to get her house, kid-proofed anyway. Now, Karen being mad at Danny for being friends with Fatima, I get it. It can be uncomfortable, and it's like, dang, y'all know the situation, and that's, it's a little sticky. But at the same time, Andy and Fatima has gotten cool, so she's now, I'm not going to say a part of the circle, but an extension of the circle. And Danny telling Karen to get tested, you should. You were sleeping with two men at the same time. I mean, why wouldn't you? Now, I do agree with Karen on when I told you stuff, you should have kept it to yourself and not run your mouth to your friends. I agree with that. And Karen do be trying to belittle Danny, so I'm happy, she spoke on it. And it ended on a good note. Now, with Zach, I get he needed a babysitter, but for you to pick her, the neighbor that y'all had problems with, and to not tell Fatima, it's just like the little things that can prevent so much. But all that, putting them in a headlock, that's not cute. I don't think domestic violence is cute on a woman or a male. Let's move on. And I can't even be mad at Pam for going in that office, shooting her shot at Marie Willis, the billionaire. I mean, who wouldn't want to have a conversation, try to get a little connects while you there? And Sabrina's boyfriend got some nerve to try to come in there and dictate something. You don't even want a family. And that's on Sabrina, because Sabrina is allowing it. But let's be for real. You don't make no decisions. And again, Andy is so weak for leaving Jordan. Like, it's mind-boggling to me at how she's just letting Gary eat her up. Like, bruh, stand up. Child, see y'all next week.